What's up, guys? I got another video. A comic I just saw that it was on the new this week stand at the comic book store, and like I said, I don't know anything about any comics basically, or very little about comics, and so I'm trying to start at number ones. Although I've realized that a lot of the stories don't they're okay to start on different ones. I'll do or later issues. I have a couple more videos that I'm probably gonna do today on later issues stuff. That's pretty good. I kind of lucked out. I like pretty much almost every one of the comics that I bought at the store. I'm gonna be a little bit harder on this one because my football team just lost and I'm pretty irritated. But all I really know about Wonder Woman is that like feminists really like her, like she's this symbol of girl power and stuff. And I've heard that the comics are they can get pretty political about I don't know, just about feminism, I guess. But this one I knew that going in and I saw that it was Wonder Woman and I'm not intentionally buying bad comics, so I'm just picking up stuff and whatever. But I saw this and I thought it would be interesting because Conan is a barbarian, and I wondered how that was going to match up with Wonder Woman, whether they were going to make him like the example of like the patriarchy or whatever. But it turned out to be pretty good. It starts off, you get a story of like Conan as a kid going with his dad and to some meeting, and he meets this girl down here, and her name is Yana, and it's basically explains like she walked in mystery or something. Like, that was really the only thing he cared about, I guess. So then we get Conan as an adult, and he comes across this dude that's about to get killed for some reason. We get kind of a little dig. To me, it seems like they're kind of digging on the war in Iraq. Basically, Conan says he doesn't, or the narrator says that Conan doesn't really want to help this guy because his race or whatever has warred against Conan's tribe to try to steal the copper that is under their ground. So it's a little bit of a dig, but like I'm okay with little things, little subtle things like that. Like you can make that connection, and it might be just me looking into it too much because I'm irritated. But it also shows that like Conan's not really much better than this race. He ends up Conan thinks the narrator says this guy probably deserves it and that he's a bad dude just because of the kind of dude I assume because of the race he is. And since it's a writer that shares that view, of course he's guilty. So but he offers Conan a bunch of money to save him. And Conan takes the money, but he says it's not the money, it's what I can buy with it. Well, shit, that's the point of money, right? It's why make that distinction? I don't know. Does that make you more noble or something? Nah, whatever. He ends up messing these dudes up. Like, I feel like I could cuss on this one because I mean we got a dude being beheaded and stuff, and then we get some cool stuff. Like there's these crows that come by after they're beheaded, and the crows talk to each other and stuff. And then we get to, sorry about the glare, Wonder Woman. She's like a prisoner. it doesn't really say it's Wonder Woman, but we know it's Wonder Woman. It doesn't really say it until later. But, yeah. I don't get how she became a prisoner. Like, it shows how badass she is. You get, basically, she's made to fight. I like the art in this. Like, it's really cool. I'm not real critical of art. I've since seen a few more YouTube channels. If you guys don't want me to watch other YouTube channels so you can get my opinion as a newcomer completely uncontaminated by others' opinions, I can do that. But I've been trying to get information on people. From what I know about Wonder Woman is basically from the movie. I know that she's a demigod, basically, and so she's badass. They put her up against 3 dudes, and that guy that Conan saved, he like didn't actually have the money, and it turns out the dudes were gonna kill him because he owed them money. And he says, but he bet all his money that Wonder Woman was gonna lose, and so he was gonna end up having a ton of money. Well, obviously we know she's not gonna lose. She like beats the dudes, then she tries to like she tries to basically break out of there, but they bring a bunch of dudes in. But as Conan's watching the fight, he notices like the woman walks in mystery or something again, and so he thinks it's the girl. I like Conan's character because he's like unapologetic for stuff. Like, he's not a true hero. He's like a anti-hero. Even to the point like some little poor kid comes and talks to him and basically says, "Go away, I'm trying to watch this." And then the crows turn out to be women. I don't know what they're about. I noticed something was weird with them because they had like you see the eye has a skull. Someone might be able to tell me what that means, or my one subscriber, maybe he or she knows. But yeah, Conan tries to save her and stuff, and you find out she doesn't remember who she is. But obviously it's not gonna go as planned, and the dudes come in and catch him. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's definitely a good comic. But I don't know, it's not too political for me. Like, that's my big thing. Is I don't like overt politicism in entertainment, because that's all we hear is like politics all day. And reading a comic, like, I don't want that out of entertainment. So yeah, that's about all I got. It's pretty good. It's got good art and stuff, so it's definitely worth it. I don't know who writes it, Simone or something. I don't know who that is. I try to stay away from like comics Twitter because it's pretty toxic, and I don't want like my opinion of the writer to affect how I view this. Maybe at one point I'll go tweet at them or something as like a newcomer, see how they react. But I just don't want it to affect my view of the comic. I want to base it on that. But it would also be interesting to know how like comic writers and artists and stuff interact with people that are new to it. And so maybe I'll do it at one point. But that's all I really got. I try not to spoil the comic too much, so it's definitely worth it. It's worth buying. It's really cool. It's pretty graphic, so be aware of that. But that's all I got. If If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know what you want to see. Subscribe if you want to see more. And if you want to get alerts whenever I drop a video, hit the bell icon. All right, see ya.